Hi everyone, welcome back to another Manic Monday. After a week off to try and slide in a little vacation last week, I'm back in action with the videos this morning, and there's no better timing as today is the Monday of the back to school week. So it really is one of the most manic Mondays of the year for most of us that have kids in school. Some of us are heading back to the office or our place of work. Some of us have teams and people that work for us that we're trying to lead through some really difficult stuff here. So this makes this week probably one of the most challenging, most anxiety-inducing weeks of the year. And I noticed that it was really actually becoming quite challenging for me. Yeah, my youngest son is heading back to school tomorrow. He's going into his first year of high school. And I really found what I was focusing on was this new normal, and that this new normal was going to be terrible, and that there were so many things that could happen. Now, the truth is, I believe there is no more normal. I think everything we do going forward is new. And that's because there is now a lens that we put over everything that is COVID-19. And it's absolutely changed. All those normal things that we would do are different. And they're going to be different. And they're probably going to be different for a while, depending on who you believe and what kind of philosophy you subscribe to. But the reality is they're different. We can't cling to the old stuff, the old way of doing things. We've had to embrace a new way. And the truth is there's some unknowns out there. There's some things that we just don't know how they're going to play out, whether it's at the kids' school or it's at our work or whether it's in our teams, and how do we recover our cultures and our connections. And so what happens is in the absence of having some of that certainty in our lives, our brain starts creating some stories. And I noticed last week that I was starting to manufacture some stories about how all these things could go horribly wrong. And the reality is there is that possibility. Things could go wrong. That's the truth. And we're wise to expect and anticipate some of that. But the truth is that's only one set of possibilities. And there are an infinite number of other possibilities, including where things go really, really right. So focusing on the negative pieces only serves to cause us more stress and more anxiety. And we bring that as leaders in our work and our lives to our children, to the people that we lead in our place of work, to our colleagues on our teams. And what we really have to do is create some space between that negative story. And we need to consider that there's a variety of other stories, and there's a variety of other scenarios, and there's a variety of other outcomes. And when we can open our mind to those other outcomes, then we enable those other possibilities, and we absolutely can step away from that one negative story that's in our head. So that's what I'm going to try and do this week. I'm going to try and step away from the negative story. I'm going to try and consider all the possibilities, the good, the bad, and maybe the indifferent. And hopefully that will help me be a better leader in my family and in my workplace with my clients, and to myself, and lead myself in a more positive and encouraging direction. So I hope this helps you this week as you head into your very stressful week, and that you don't have quite such a manic Monday. See you next week.